Today we're in the green pastures of Tsawwassen, British Columbia. We're here at the Boundary Bay Cemetery to remember and pay our respects to a great man. Richard Loney was an incredible anthem singer for the Vancouver Canucks. He sang "O Canada" with grace and gusto for 40 years, starting in 1970, over 2,000 games. Everyone says he was a personable, kind, friendly gentleman with a twinkle in his eye and humor in his heart. I'm not certain of the exact location of Mr. Loney's grave, and I thought maybe while I'm looking for it, we'd visit the place where Richard Loney is remembered best and talk to one of his biggest fans. Stay tuned, friends. All right, we're here in Vancouver at the Pacific Coliseum, where the Vancouver Canucks played from 1970 to 1995. And Richard Loney, well, they loved him here. Everybody who watched the game loved to hear Richard Loney sing, perhaps none more than my very good friend Murph, who has a very unique story to tell of how he appreciated Mr. Loney. All right, we're here with Murph, and thanks very much, Murph, for joining us. You saw a lot of Canucks games here at the Coliseum, I understand, when you were a kid. What was your favorite part of the game?
Oh, definitely it was Richard Loney singing at the beginning of every game.
And why did you like that part so much?
Richard was operatic voice. I believe he was a science teacher by day, and he was a humble man, and everyone appreciated the operatic style that he would sing in.
Now, Murph, as I understand, Richard and maybe his wife would get tickets to the game, but due to a lot of commitments, he wasn't able to stay for the entirety of the game, and I understand you developed a very particular system.
Yes, there were a lot of games where Richard would sing the anthem and then maybe stay for a few minutes and then say his goodbyes and leave. So we were always in the cheapest seats, and particularly the technique was that my grandma had a friend named Sheila that was an usher, and we would make sure that it was okay with Sheila, and as long as Sheila saw him go, she would give us the sign, and then we would take Richard's seats. As long as he was gone, we would never try to take them if he was still gonna come back in for the game, but we had to make sure that he left.
Incredible. Well, thanks for doing this, Murph. All right, we're back at the Boundary Bay Cemetery, and we're looking for section 139. Thanks very much to Murph for helping us out. I tell you, it's not hard to find a fan of Richard Loney around here. Everybody loved him. I recall one game, and maybe more, where he ripped off his jacket and had a Canucks jersey on underneath. The roof just blew off the place. Apparently he sang the Canadian and Russian national anthems in Vancouver for the 1972 Summit Series. And here he is, Richard Loney's final resting place, 1933 to 2015. A gift of song. And what a gift he gave us. Some musical notes there. Not sure if those are just for decoration or maybe the first notes of "O Canada." Maybe if there's any musicians watching today that could help us out. Iconic Vancouver broadcaster Dan Russell said Mr. Loney was a classy, humble gentleman. And Trevor Linden, who was the Canucks president of hockey operations when Mr. Loney passed, he said the entire Vancouver Canucks organization is deeply saddened to learn of the passing of longtime anthem singer Richard Loney. Richard sang the anthem at the first Canucks NHL game in 1970, and his rendition of our national anthem remained a welcome tradition at Canucks home games for over 40 years. Trevor says he was lucky enough to hear him sing "O Canada" so many times during his playing career. And he said Richard's been such a big part of our team's history and was a true icon in BC, lending his one-of-a-kind voice to the Lions, Whitecaps, Giants, and even at Safeco Field when the Blue Jays would come for their annual visit. Richard supported sports at all levels and often volunteered for charities and for minor league hockey, baseball, and soccer events around the Lower Mainland. He was such a nice man. Trevor says he'll miss him. Our heartfelt condolences to his wife Marion, his family and friends. Richard Loney, thank you. And if you come visit and pay your respects to Richard Loney, you might see something I'm leaving behind here as a gift. Canucks cap. A tribute to a great man, Richard Loney. Thank you very much for watching today and remembering Richard Loney. If you have a special memory of him, maybe you met him or had him as a teacher or saw him sing that great rendition of O Canada, please leave a comment below. I'm Jean-Claude Van Couver, and until next time, be good to the other.